I just need a little something to get me going. It's going to be a day of projects and I need a little bit of energy. And I made the mistake of buying this Kirkland peppermint bark. I bought this at Costco. It's pretty darn good. And I'm the only one who's eating it. And it was filled to the top. I will tell you, the sugar addiction, the struggle is real. I was deciding, okay, do I want the pretzel crisp that are in white chocolate and peppermint? I didn't want to have to crunch for so long. So I decided against those and just decided, ooh, look at, it has a thin layer of chocolate, white chocolate, and then peppermint. Can you see that peppermint? It's so good. All right. So good. All right, so today's video is going to be my do-it-yourself holiday centerpieces. I'm going to do my wreath today. I'm going to do a bowl that sits over on the bar. I'm going to do a couple of centerpieces. I think I have 3 that are going to be identical and 1 other. So if you want to work along with me, you're just going to need some jars. I know many of you probably headed out and got some do-it-yourself little projects. So we can do them together, or maybe just sit back, get yourself a little piece of chocolate, a drink, and hopefully this will go under a half an hour, but it may not, my friends. I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to show you how to do one step, and then I'm going to complete the whole thing, and then we'll move on to the next step. But I have all my goodies here. I have some gold pine cones. I have all of my greens that I shared with you. I have my vase. I have my Christmas balls and a couple other things. So I'm going to turn the camera around onto my dining room table, which I have covered completely. And then I put a nice blanket over it because I'm going to be working with a glue gun and I don't want to destroy my dining room table. And I have all my ribbons and things set up over there. So I will turn the camera around and show you our first project, and we will get going, my friends. And I'm going to put the chocolates away now because, well, I'll set it on the table and I'll just eat it as I go along. All right? So let me turn the camera around, but most of all, let me put the chocolates away. Do you hide chocolate on yourself? Quick story. You know how I love the Sanders. They're caramels with dark chocolate on it and salt. Oh, and Costco has them, and they had them on sale for like, I think it was $5.99 for a jar. So I bought one, but I hid it. So I wouldn't dig into it. And I thought, well, I'll just have it for Christmas. So the other day, I'm like, I know I have a Sanders chocolate someplace. Looked and looked and looked, and I couldn't find it. I thought, well, maybe I put it in the cart and then put it back. Because sometimes I do that. It just makes me feel good to walk around with it. So I was in Costco the other day, and they still had them marked down to $5.99. And I thought, you know, I'm going to buy a couple of these and gift them to the UPS man and, you know, our post guy, our postman. And, you know, just anybody else that, you know, we like to take care of during the holidays. So I bought 2 more, and I thought, I have to hide these because I will eat them. So I went and put them in a cabinet over there, and I opened it up, and there's my other chocolate Sanders. So now I have 3 containers of them. Anyway, I'm going to put this back, and we're going to get started. We're going to vlog. We're going to see what I'm doing today. All right? Okay, so here we are, and I think everybody can see perfectly. So I'm going to start with this bowl first. This is just a small bowl that sits on our bar over here, and I just want to jazz it up a little bit for Christmas. So I'm not going to use any glue gun on this because after Christmas I don't want it to be ruined because it usually just sits over there on its own. So I have a collection of Mark Roberts fairies, and I absolutely love these. And this one usually doesn't go on the tree because it's the only white one I have. All the others are the traditional Christmas colors. So this one here, I just thought he would sit so pretty in here, and because some of my furniture is cream, I just thought this went really well. And then I found these at Target, and I thought, well, maybe I'll try to put one of these in there. And they just say peace, Merry Christmas, and joy. And we all need a little bit of peace and joy. And then this was a stem that I purchased from Walmart. And I actually used the rest up on a ledge, which I'll show you a little bit later. But I had one left over. I thought, well, maybe I'll work with this in here. But then again, I have these beautiful, beautiful pine cones, and they're like a platinum color, so they kind of go with the fairy. I may use those instead of this. We'll see. And then I just have some balls that I bought from, these were from Michael's. I have to put my hair up because, oh my goodness, I'm dying. I'm dying. I have jeans on today, and Florida just is not the place for jeans. I'm telling you, it's very, very difficult. I have a lot of long skirts that I wear that are very flowy. All right, so I love the smell of Christmas, so I bought these. Now, you have to be careful with these because they can be very overpowering. And if you have someone who's very sensitive to smells, this could trigger a headache. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put some gloves on for this part because this oil gets into your fingers and it just does not leave you. So I have my handy dandy work gloves, and I'm just going to take one of these, and I'm not going to use the holder that it comes with. I'm just going to take it out, and I'm going to cut it in half because the scent will be overpowering. So I'm just going to do a half of one, and you can see the oil just squeezes out. These are really saturated. So I'm going to put that other half back in there. And I'm just going to put this in the bottom of the bowl. So every time you walk by there, it's going to smell like a pine cone. All right, so I don't need these anymore. And I'm not using glue because, of course, this is a piece that stays year-round. All right, so let's first start by just twisting. I started a little bit. I twisted it. I just wanted to see how it laid in the bowl. And I don't necessarily need it to all fit in the bowl. And I just kind of, I'll bend these things, and I work with them, and I'll look and see if I like that. You can cut this. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. You need some good wire cutters, my friends. Okay, so we cut that off. It makes it easier, and I have really weak hands now because of arthritis, so I do the best I can. Now, I don't take the tags off of anything until I'm sure, and because I cut this, I'm absolutely sure. All right, so now I have that. So I just pretty much play with things a little bit just to see if it's going to work. And then I would just stick some ornaments in there. That's actually really pretty, and I do like the dimension of it lifting up. But let's just go ahead and see if I can do something fabulous with these. I'm going to bend them. I don't really want to cut it yet because I may like to use it in the tree. So we're just going to play with it, and that looks, oh, those are so beautiful. I just love them. I'm going to tuck this under there, and I don't mind it sticking up like that because it adds a little bit of dimension. So we're going to go ahead and just squeeze this. This is how I roll. I'm not a professional. I just sit here and play with things until they work for me. And this is how I do every single project, and they just seem to turn out really well. So I'm going to go ahead and just add this. And I'm going to fill that up a little bit, and I'm going to bring this up. All right, so that's kind of cute. Let's see how he looks sitting in there. It's actually really pretty with him there. And I could put some ornaments and then just sit him. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to work with this one. So I want to go ahead and take the tags off. And that's how I really do things. I really don't want to cut this, but I'm going to have to cut this one here. Okay. So we cut that, get that down. I want it to stand up a little bit, okay? So there you have that. So let's go ahead and open up some of the ornaments, and we'll just put them in. Put the white one up here. All right, so then I have smaller ones as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of these in the back. And then I'll just go ahead and fill this. And then let's go ahead and take the tag off of him. And then we'll make sure his wings are all fluffed. They have beautiful wings. I have so many Mark Roberts fairies from when I worked at Lord & Taylor. I would wait till end of season and they would be marked down. And oh my goodness, I love them. Absolutely love them. You'll see how much I love them in a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and manipulate his legs and get him seated. Put those in there. All right, so I need some ornaments over here. Maybe put that. No, I like this one here. Let's do a couple of the little ones here. Lift them up. Put them there. Very pretty. And then let's take our joy and we'll put that like he's holding it. And then that's what's nice about these fairies is you can manipulate their legs any way you want. So I just need some more ornaments right there. All right, so I'm going to take one of these and put that over there. And that is just adorable. And look at him. He is very special. Okay, so I'm going to add a couple more ornaments, and now I'm going to put in some color because the rest of my Christmas decorations are all red and green and gold. So I'll pick up the colors from there, and look how pretty that is. You just stick them in there. They're gorgeous. It's just so pretty. Absolutely beautiful. I think that is perfect. I think we'll put one of the colored ones. I want to balance it off. So I'm going to go ahead and put a red one right here, and then I'll put the gold back over here. And I think that's good. I think that's really pretty. We'll move this up. We'll do this. There we go. Okay, so I am really happy with the way this has turned out. And I will show you this set up on the bar in a little bit. All right, so we're going to move on to our next project. So the next thing I'm going to do, this is going to be 3 identical centerpieces, and I've already done 2 of them. Just so you can see, and the lights are on. These will look so pretty when the lights are dimmed, which I will show you. And for this, you're going to need some sort of greenery. Anything you like. It can be just acorns. It can be greenery with acorn. This is from the same branch I used on the bar, and I just cut the stems off. So I have my bowl. I also have some small ornaments here. And then I have these lights, which are the micro dot LED lights. And this one has 8 different programs. I just have it on that it stays on for so many hours and then it turns off, which I will readjust later because I don't want them to come on until like 5 o'clock at night. So you just need 3 AA, and I got these at Costco, but you can buy these anywhere. So we're just going to pop the batteries in. Takes 3 AA's. Christmas time has a lot of batteries, and then so we just put them on. So they're all lit up now. Now this I want to put in the bottom, and you'll see it has like a lead. I don't want that to really show. So, I'm just going to take the pack, and I'm going to put it in the bottom, and then I want to feed and make sure some of the lights are down on the bottom. So just kind of bend them down in there, because you want the snow to lay on and be lit up from underneath. So we have that down. Now I'm going to take the snow, and I just have a bag of snow, and I'm putting a little bit of snow in just to cover up that pack. Okay, and you can see some of the lights show through. So now I want to go ahead and feed some of the lights down in there, and then I'm going to take my branch and I'm going to bend this over. Get in. I'm just going to push some of those lights behind it. And then stretch them out a little bit and then just put them inside. They don't need to be a certain way. They really are meant to just go in however. And then you're going to take, I want to just push them down a little bit. So I'm going to take the balls now and I'm just going to drop them in and try to alternate in color. So I'll put a gold one over there and I'll put a silver one here and drop them down. And then I'll put another red one right here. And that's as easy as it is. That is it, my friends. And you have 3 really pretty centerpieces. And I will show you these lit up at night. So there's my second project. I have all of those done. And like I said, these lights come on a timer. They have 8 different functions. Auto timer, they stay on for 6 hours and they go off for 18 hours. Just like intermittent fasting, my friends. All right, so I'm going to clear this up and get ready for the next project. All right, next up is this beautiful red vase. And my idea is to put some green in it, some red, and maybe some pine cones on the outer part, all depending. These may be too big. I should have thought about that before. Maybe I'll put some snow-covered branches along the side. Not sure, but we are going to get started. First, we have to put this in. I did my best at cutting it. My hands are shot, and I'm just going to put some glue on it and push it right down so it's just flush and let the glue dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a whole mess of glue along the side here. My glue gun's not very big. It's a small one. I can't be trusted with a big glue gun. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the styrofoam is glued into place, and let it dry so it's really secure. And for my branches, or my picks, my stems, whatever you want to call them, they were much longer, which would have been way too long for this actual bowl or vase. So I went ahead and cut them down. I'm going to hang on with cutting this until I see exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to start placing these in the styrofoam all over. And I want to take it all the way down. Okay, so there is my greenery in place. So now I have to put something on the outer border. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this snow branch, and I will cut these off right at the end. And I'm just going to fill in the outer portion. And this you want to bring down a little bit lower. Okay, so the greenery is in, and then on the outer border, I put the snow branches. So now the berries have snow on them. So I'm going to add the berries into the center. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And I want the berries to blend in. So I'm going to go ahead and So that is what it's looking like on the top portion. I think it's beautiful. You just want to take a look, step back, take a look at it. I think it looks beautiful. I wish that I had some smaller snow cones because I would go ahead and just, well, maybe I will anyway. I'll just glue them into place right around the outer edge. And that's just going to look beautiful. I think I will do that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some glue on my pine cone. And I'm going to go ahead and hold it in place right on the side. And I'll put maybe 3 of these. And you want to hold it so it really glues exactly where you want it. Okay, now I'm going to move over. Okay, we're going to put glue on another one. And we'll put it right up to the side. And I'll just go ahead and push that in right here. And hold it in place. And then I'll put one more right here. So we're going to go. This would be a great, great gift idea to take someone that really loves Christmas and loves to decorate. Just pay attention to the color schemes they use. If you're very, very crafty, you can pull one of these together. And after Christmas is the time to look for things because everything goes on sale. All right, so there you have it, a beautiful centerpiece. I'll show you it in its place as soon as I figure out where I'm going to put it. I think I'm going to end this video right now because I want to do my wreath next, and that takes me quite a long time. Well, a little bit longer, and this has already been a long enough video. And I got some glue on my finger, and it burned, and, well, I told you I'm wild with a glue gun. All right, my friends. That is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. My next video that I bring you will be my wreath. I absolutely love creating a massive wreath for the gate. I'm telling you, I go big when it comes to my wreath. How many of you go big when it comes to your wreath? I love it. And every year I think I recreate it because I just really love a beautiful wreath. And last year I didn't put enough lights on. This year there will be so many lights, the electric bill is going to go up. All right, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments if you are creating something this holiday season. Would love to read it. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure you do on the way out and hit that bell. That will notify you of all the videos that I'm putting up. Thanks for stopping by. Love you guys. Bisous.